In the stillness of the night, when even the wind dares not stir, there exist places where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. These are the corners of the world where the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary, where time seems to stand still, and where eerie whispers sneak through the cracks of reality. Haunted places they are called. They are steeped in history, each one a chilling testament to the past. They are the sites of tragic events, unrequited love, brutal battles, and unsolved mysteries. These are the places that refuse to forget, where echoes of yesteryears linger in the air. To rank these haunted places, we've taken into account their historical significance, the frequency and credibility of reported sightings, and the sheer fear factor they inspire. We've scoured the globe to bring you the most spine-chilling, hair-raising locations known to man. Join us as we count down the 10 most haunted places in the world. Are you brave enough to journey into the unknown? At number 10, we have the Tower of London, a place where history and horror intertwine. This massive fortress has been a prominent figure in English history for over 1,000 years. Constructed by William the Conqueror in the 11th century, its walls have witnessed a myriad of chilling tales. Among the spectral tenants, the most famous is perhaps Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated queen who met her end on the executioner's block. Her headless apparition has been spotted numerous times, wandering the halls of the tower. Another eerie tale is that of the two young princes, Edward and Richard, who mysteriously disappeared within these walls. Their ghostly figures are said to be seen, dressed in white, clutching each other in fear. The chilling cries and screams that echo through the night are believed to be the souls of the tortured, forever trapped within the tower's stone confines. From royal ghosts to the cries of tortured souls, the Tower of London is a chilling reminder of England's bloody past. Descending into the 9th spot, we discover the chilling Catacombs of Paris. Imagine navigating through a labyrinthine network of subterranean tunnels, your path lit only by flickering torchlight. Here, the walls aren't built of stone, but of the bones of the long deceased, their hollow eyes seeming to watch your every step. You're in the depths of the Paris catacombs, a haunting, eerie place that stretches beneath the bustling city streets. This underground ossuary is home to the remains of over 6 million people, their bones stacked in macabre designs that line the winding passages. But the catacombs are more than just a resting place for the dead. Many visitors have reported unexplained phenomena, from chilling whispers in their ears to fleeting shadows darting in the periphery of their vision. Some even claim to have encountered spectral figures, their ghostly forms etched in the torchlight. Beneath the city of love, the catacombs hold a macabre secret that continues to haunt the living. Checking into the 8th spot is the Stanley Hotel, the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining. Nestled in the picturesque Colorado Rockies, this grand edifice holds more than just architectural beauty. Since its opening in the early 20th century, the Stanley Hotel has been a hotbed of spectral sightings and eerie occurrences. Visitors and staff alike have reported inexplicable phenomena, from the sound of phantom parties in the ballroom to children playing in the dead of night. The most famous apparition is that of Freelan O. Stanley himself, the hotel's original owner, who is often seen welcoming guests in the lobby. Room 217, where Stephen King dreamed up his terrifying novel, is said to be particularly haunted, with guests reporting items moving on their own and the feeling of unseen presences. This unnerving blend of historic charm and paranormal activity has cemented the Stanley Hotel's reputation as one of the most haunted places on Earth. At the Stanley Hotel, checking out might be easier than checking in. At number 7, we unlock the gates of the Eastern State Penitentiary, a place where despair and death were common companions. This colossal fortress nestled in Philadelphia, USA, has a history that chills the spine. Opening in the early 18th century, it was the first penitentiary of its kind, a place designed for penance, but often delivered punishment. Its inhabitants were more than just criminals. They were souls trapped in time and space, left to rot in solitude. It's said that their tormented spirits still echo through the crumbling cell blocks. In cell block 12, phantom footsteps and distant laughter have been reported. The ghost of Al Capone, one of its most infamous inmates, is said to still haunt his old cell, forever playing a spectral tune on his ghostly violin. The penitentiary closed its doors in the early 70s, but it seems some inmates never left. In the Eastern State Penitentiary, the echoes of the past continue to haunt the present. Sailing into the sixth spot, we reach the eerie island of the Dolls in Mexico. Nestled amidst the Chimilco canals near Mexico City, this small island is home to hundreds of lifeless eyes staring at you from every nook and cranny. These are not the playful companions of a child's imagination, but grim reminders of a tragic event. Legend has it, the island's caretaker, Don Julian Santana, discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned under mysterious circumstances. Soon after, a doll floated by, which he hung on a tree as a tribute to the departed soul. But the story doesn't end there. Over the years, he collected and displayed countless dolls, driven by an unseen force he believed to be the girl's restless spirit. Visitors to this island often report whispers in the wind, the feeling of being watched, and dolls blinking their glassy eyes. On the island of the Dolls, every day is a haunting reminder of a tragic past. Securing the fifth spot is the ancient Ram Inn, a place where the supernatural is almost natural. Nestled in the heart of England, this centuries-old inn has a deep-rooted history of ghostly encounters. Built in 1125 on a pagan burial ground, many believe the inn's spectral inhabitants never left. Known for its paranormal activities, the ancient Ram Inn has been the stage for countless chilling tales. From the ghost of the high priestess who appears in full view, to the agonized spirit of a murdered child, the inn is a hotbed of spectral activity. Guests have reported hearing whispers in the dead of night, feeling sudden, icy chills, and even witnessing apparitions. One of the most haunting anecdotes is of a guest who woke to find a spectral figure looming over him. As he lay paralyzed in fear, the figure vanished, leaving behind an eerie chill. At the ancient Ram Inn, guests are never truly alone. Docking at the fourth spot is the Queen Mary, a ship that sails the seas of the supernatural. This grand ocean liner first set sail in the early 20th century, embarking on a journey that would forever cement its place in the annals of spectral lore. The Queen Mary has since retired from her seafaring days, now permanently moored in Long Beach, California. Yet her history is far from forgotten. Passengers and crew may have disembarked, but tales of shadowy figures and spectral sailors persist. Stories abound of ghostly children playing in the ship's nursery and a mysterious lady in white dancing in the ship's salon. There's even talk of a phantom crew member, crushed in a watertight door, forever repeating his final, fatal moments. From the engine room to the first-class cabins, the Queen Mary is a vessel of haunting echoes. On the Queen Mary, the departed never truly depart. Claiming the third spot is Poveglia Island, an island that has witnessed more death than life. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon, this seemingly picturesque isle harbors a ghastly past. From the 14th century, it served as a quarantine station for plague victims, transforming into a macabre dumping ground for the diseased and dying. In the early 20th century, Poveglia morphed into an asylum for the mentally ill, under the control of a doctor rumored to perform inhumane experiments on his patients. The doctor's life ended in a twisted twist of fate, flinging himself from the asylum's bell tower, driven mad by the very spirits he tormented. Visitors to the island today report hearing the echoes of tormented screams, the clanging of the bell tower, and sightings of a dark, looming figure. A chilling testament to the island's gruesome legacy. On Poveglia Island, the living are outnumbered by the dead. Entering the second spot, we find ourselves in the Aokigahara forest, Japan's sea of trees. This dense woodland at the northwest base of Mount Fuji is not your typical forest. Its history is as thick and tangled as its undergrowth. Known for its quietness, the forest has earned a grim reputation as a suicide hotspot, a fact that has contributed to its eerie aura. The forest's silence is often broken by the whispers of the past, tales of lost souls who found their final resting place among the trees. One such story is of a young woman who went into the forest never to return. Her last note, found tied to a tree, spoke of her despair, adding another chilling layer to Aokigahara's narrative. The forest's unnerving quietness, the whispers of the wind through the trees, and an inexplicable sense of foreboding have led many to believe that the forest is haunted. In the Aokigahara forest, silence is the most haunting sound. And at number 1, we have the haunted house of Monte Cristo, Australia's most haunted home. This eerie dwelling, nestled in the heart of South Wales, is steeped in spine-chilling lore. The house's grim history dates back to the late 19th century when it was built. Its original owner, Christopher William Crawley, is said to have been a cruel man whose mistreatment of servants has left a lasting spectral imprint. The haunted house of Monte Cristo has a phantasmal cast as diverse as it is unsettling. From the ghost of a maid who fell from the balcony to the apparition of a mentally ill man who was chained in the caretaker's cottage for decades, the house is a veritable catalog of the macabre. Witnesses have reported eerie phenomena, from disembodied voices to chilling apparitions, and even the feeling of an unseen hand touching them. In the haunted house of Monte Cristo, every room has a ghost story. From haunted houses to eerie islands, these are the 10 most haunted places in the world. We've journeyed from the imposing Tower of London, with its bloody history steeped in royal tragedy, to the unnerving Catacombs of Paris, where 6 million souls lay to rest in skeletal silence. We've ventured to the Stanley Hotel, the eerie inspiration behind Stephen King's The Shining, and the Eastern State Penitentiary, a place of torment and solitude. We've dared to tread on the Island of the Dolls, a macabre tribute to a lost life, and the ancient Ram Inn, a hotspot of spectral activity. We've explored the Queen Mary, a vessel of lingering spirits, Poveglia Island, a land tainted by plague and madness, Aokigahara Forest, a place of despair, and the haunted house of Monte Cristo, a home of horror in the heart of Australia. These locations share a haunting commonality, a lingering presence of the past that refuses to rest. Remember, the next time you're alone in the dark, you might not be alone at all. Sleep tight, and thanks for joining us on this chilling journey.